Good day and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I'm your host, the voice of reason. So in today's episode covering the ongoing situation inside of the Tigray region, it would appear, as I had mentioned earlier, that the Ethiopian army has requested a unilateral ceasefire. It would appear that that unilateral ceasefire has been initially rejected by the Tigrayan Defense Forces. So the situation on the ground currently, and I'm going to start from the to the south and move north. So it would appear that the Tigrayan Defense Forces have pressed all the way to Alamata and are in fact preparing to enter Alamata if that has not already occurred. Uh, Obviously, the capital of Mekelle has been taken by the Tigrayan Defense Forces. The Ethiopian host that was occupying Mekelle was proceeding in an eastward direction in which it was pounced upon by the Tigrayan Defense Forces, and many Ethiopian soldiery was then captured as well. To the north, Wikro, all the way to Adigrat, is now under the control of the Tigrayan Defense Forces with the withdrawal of Eritrean units. Axum is reportedly under the control, Ottawa is reportedly under the control of the TDF, or preparing to be under the control of the TDF. There has been reports of fighting in and around the town of Shire. This would appear to be a mopping up operation, so to speak, by the Tigrayan Defense Forces. So a general collapse of the fighting infrastructure of the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, which has led to this request for a ceasefire and the immediate withdrawal of forces from the Tigray region. Many of these units were acting on their own accord as they had been blocked off from getting supplies. The units that were stationed inside of Mekelle, from my understanding, were indeed blocked off from supplies and on their own accord decided to flee Mekelle. But the real question is, what is going to happen next? Well, over the last 6 months, the Eritrean army has entered large parts of Tigray and have taken huge amounts of infrastructure, resources, and treasure from the Tigray region, and have transported much of that loot, so to speak, back to Eritrea. So Eritrea fundamentally has pillaged the Tigray region. We also know that the Ethiopian army, while leaving the Tigray region, and while it was in the Tigray region, pillaged vast areas of the Tigray region, and including United Nations offices, United Nations computers, communication systems, all sorts, basically anything that the Ethiopian and Eritrean armies could take, including people. And this is very important, especially in regards to Eritrea. Thousands of people have disappeared, probably into some sort of indentured servitude, into Eritrea. So again, the Eritrean army moves in, takes huge sums of loot, captures people, and then transports both people and treasure back to Eritrea. So there's going to have to be accountability for that from the viewpoint of the TDF. Okay, I do not believe that the Tigrayan Defense Forces are going to allow that sort of activity to occur and not respond to it in some way. And more importantly, the Tigray region will now soon be a de facto independent, fully autonomous nation state, and it is facing a hostile actor to the north in terms of Eritrea. It is also facing a hostile actor to the south, which would be the Amhara province, and obviously the Prosperity Party and the Abiy Ahmed regime. So in order for this to have a end game and to have justice served, so to speak, there is going to have to be accountability for both of these actors. And I think the initial punitive operation should in fact be towards Eritrea. Eritrea entered the Tigray region with one intent, and that is going to have to be adjudicated. And I think the TDF knows that and is preparing for said operation. Will we see an actual invasion of Eritrea by the Tigray Defense Forces? It's possible. Could we see an invasion of the Amhara region by the Tigray Defense Forces? That is possible as well. We have seen that already in limited scope along the border regions. We do know the TDF is still going to have to move into western Tigray and clear out the city of Himora. That is an absolute, and that will give the TDF access to supplies and trade goods via Sudan. And so that is incredibly important. But to finally have the ability to possibly eliminate the despotic regime in the north in terms of Eritrea, and some sort of possible, and this is down the road, unification of Tigray and Eritrea, while it may seem a little far-fetched, I would say, given the age of Isaias Afwerki and the crimes that Isaias Afwerki has committed, I would say it's possible. We could see something occur where the TDF is able to seize control of parts of Eritrea, and then some sort of political solution regarding the two states then occurs. That would give the Tigray region and Eritrea, if in fact some sort of combine is worked out, immense power on the Horn of Africa. Probably more power eventually than their southern neighbor of Ethiopia. But we will continue to watch the situation and see what occurs. Still a very fluid situation in terms of the operational tempo, and there are still forces of the Eritrean army, the Ethiopian army, and Amhara militias inside of the Tigray region, and fighting continues. Stay tuned. Have a great day, everybody.